Okay, well, good morning everybody. I'm here at the Tauranga Bowling Club hosting the short form of game of bowls that Fletch Christensen from the Bulls Club in Manawatu has started up. And my guest speaker this morning is Selina Goddard, New Zealand's rising star on the bowling green. So good morning, Selina, and it's great to see you here, and thank you so much for coming over and taking part in this event.
I'm really, really happy to be here. Honestly, this is such a beautiful, couple of days outside, sun shining. It is a little bit brisk in there, but I've got the hand warmers going, so I'm keeping toasty.
No, it is a beautiful day. So, Selina, you obviously your career has absolutely blossomed in the last couple of years, and you're a household name in New Zealand now. And so, what do you think happened? You know, you were always very, very good, but now you're very, very good. You know, like what do you think? Some of the things that happened in the last sort of couple of years that you went from where you were, which was very good, to excellent. So, yeah.
I think I sort of. When I look back at my career as such, obviously I played most of my bowls in New Zealand, and I noticed, internationally there's been some absolute highlights that I've had, and on the national stage I've sort of always found myself in those sort of finals days positions. But I just felt like I needed to expand my reach in events and competition players. And so I started playing a little bit more in Australia just to change, the surfaces that I play on, try to be a bit more adaptable. Obviously, you're playing different players too. So I always thought that the best bowlers that I come across are the ones that can adapt the quickest.
Yep.
And the only way that you're going to improve on that is by putting yourself in some pretty uncomfortable positions where you have to teach yourself to adapt. Yep. So I think that's been a real big key for myself over these last couple of years.
Yeah, you're obviously hot off that fantastic Australian Open Pairs win, and what a game that was. And I was privileged to be in the crowd and saw some of the beautiful bowls you played, and your skip sort of played some monsters, didn't she? And it was a fantastic atmosphere. And the Australian Open, you've been in a few of those and finally won one, and so that would have been an awesome feeling.
It was. That was actually my second Australian Open. And honestly, when I went last year, I was like, why do I not come here every year? Because I kind of have this method when I play in events, high stake events like that. You go in it where, yes, you want to win, but the reality is you're going to be playing some really close games that could go either way, and if it doesn't go your way, you can just go to the beach.
I'm with you all the way on that one.
So I think I keep like a real sort of relaxed mind when I play in events like that, but yeah, God, it was an awesome win with Chloe.
Yeah, no, it was fantastic, and it was great to see, and brilliant for New Zealand to have an Australian champion. It was awesome. A few questions that I've been asked, Selina. You're playing a lot out of Australia now, and you've got a new role somewhere. We're not really sure what Selina's doing. Can you give us a bit of an update on your life, as how it is? You've seen balancing bowls and work and life.
Yeah, I do get asked a lot of questions, like people saying, so how long are you home for? And I'm like, I still live here, I promise. So no, I still live on the beautiful Whangaparoa, on the Hibiscus Coast in Auckland, but I joined Cabramatta Bowls Club last year, and so they've given some amazing opportunities to play, women's pennant, open gender pennant, and to team up with some amazing players over there as well. So I've just been flying over there when there's particular events on that I'm targeting, then coming home. I think I thought about it in the last year, and up until this point, like this winter, the longest I'd been home was maybe like 3 weeks. But it works hand in hand, so I'm self-employed, so I do digital marketing and graphic design. So as long as I have my laptop, I'm able to work. Unfortunately, bowls does not make a living, so I do juggle both of them. At the moment, it's going okay. Yeah.
Beautiful. So people will understand what you're actually doing now, because I actually thought you'd gone and played full-time in Cabramatta in Australia. I thought, we've lost another top New Zealand player to those Aussies, but it's good that you're still keeping your New Zealand connection there. So obviously the next big one for you is hopefully that Com Games team, maybe?
Yeah, that's the target. I think
that's the target?
Yeah, my big goals are to stand on a podium on the top position. I feel like I've had enough bronzes. Really grateful for them. They all come with their own stories and experiences. I'm very proud of them as well. But I mean, to experience standing on the top of the podium, you know, at a World Championship or a Com Games would be an absolute highlight, and feel like would top off a great career for me. So we'll be striving for that.
Yeah, beautiful. That's what we want to hear, and good luck with that. And I'm pretty sure the form you're in, that they'd have to be blind not to pick you, but I'm not the selector, so good luck on that one. Just in a general sort of sense, from the average lawn bowler that you know, new to the game, I get asked a lot of questions, and I'm no means of your ability as to what sort of bowls are the best bowls. And this is a debate that goes on in every tournament I go to. You know, the arrow against the Henslight, and I believe you're a Henslight lady.
I am, yeah. Honestly, but genuinely, when I do get a question from anybody around Selina, like, what bowl should I play with? My first question is just pick up all the bowls and whatever feels best in your hand. I think that's priority. And in terms of lines, though, I do very much preach for a Henslight XG line here in New Zealand and over in Australia. They've also changed, or they've also got a grip, a continuous grip around the bowls. So they now offer 3 different grips: a no grip, a sort of half grip in a way, not quite sure what they call that one, and a continuous grip. So they do offer different different bowls that can feel I guess more strength in your hand depending on what one you go for. But they're my choice for the last, what's it been, maybe 13 years now, so I won't be straying anywhere else.
Beautiful. We're all Henslight fans, but that was really good advice you gave. You know, pick up the bowl, and if you like it, then have a go. So that's fantastic. So next question, when you play all sorts of bowls now, when you've had such the highlights in your life with bronze medals and now the Australian Open pairs, when you come to a tournament like this, which is prestigious, you know, how do you prepare for that? Do you use this as a targeting event? Are you saying, well, my backhand's been a little bit sloppy lately, I'm going to work hard on this tournament, or do you approach it, I'm going to win this? You know, like what's your little key thing that you do?
Definitely, when I come to an event, I have a mind of I really want to win this.
Cool.
But I don't fixate on that. I'm very much aware that I'm going to be playing against some great bowlers, and the only thing that matters is the bowl in your hand at that moment. So you try not get too far ahead of yourself. And in terms of what success looks like at the end of the event, I think is a really key message to ask yourself. So obviously winning would be great, but when you have a field that you do, again, there's going to come a lot of tight moments to make that happen. So success could be something like, actually my runners, like last time I played here, I was actually struggling with my runners a bit. So yesterday I just thought to myself, just really take your time with your runners, and I had a good day with them yesterday, so that looked like success to me. And today I think I'll just try maintain that momentum that I sort of had yesterday, and hopefully it'll be enough.
That's great. Well, just talking on the event, like you brought up the great players that are here. This event, we'll just briefly mention it because obviously this is why we're here. And what a fantastic thing Fletcher's done here to manage to pull together a field like this. It's a high quality field with obviously 10 people could win it, and fantastic in the short form of games. You like that, the 40 in the end?
Yeah.
Talking to you off camera before, you said that you really think this could go places and become a very big event. So that's good to hear, because I know Fletcher's in the same belief as you, and he's hoping for a little bit more support from maybe Bowls New Zealand and a few other bigger outfits to try and get this through. Because sets over 14 ends, what's your opinion on that? Do you think the sets game is the game, or 14 ends?
It is a real interesting question, and I mean, I don't want to, maybe I'll say this kind of quietly, but like in sets play, you just don't want to be dropping big numbers, and I've just found in this event, like in this format, you really don't want to be, I mean, in no game do you want to be doing that, but I think strategically and decision making wise, you just really want to minimise dropping those 3s, those 4s, because unlike first to 21 as well, like you just don't really have that much time to recover, which I think it then means you play more of a weight-based game in a way, which is similar to sets. There are a lot of similarities between them both, but the 14 ends, I think, still gives the player who ends up winning it that chance to have a bit of a rhythm going, whereas sets, obviously, you're 1 and 2. It's like 2 little mini games. So, different in that way.
It's old-fashioned people. We hate sets because, you win the first set 11-1, and then you lose the second set 6-5, and then you lose the tiebreaker. So we always love the traditional sort of, can we fight it out to the end? But it's interesting. But, well, Selina, it's been absolutely fantastic to talk to you and to find out a little bit about what's going on in your life. And obviously watching you play, you're an absolute star. And I think I would just hesitate to guess how many young ladies have seen you play and decided bowls is for me, and they've come out. So us bowlers really appreciate that.
Thanks so much.
Thank you for your time today, and all the best today. And I'm got a little bit of money each way on you, so I think you're a big chance. So thanks for your time.
No, thank you so
You have a
much for
good
having
day.
me.
Thank you, people.